All right, so here's another example. This is from chapter 6. It's a parallelogram, and we know certain things about parallelograms. We know that parallelograms have parallel sides, opposite sides are equal, and that diagonals bisect each other. So what does that mean? Well, there's other properties as well, but we know that diagonals bisect each other. Now notice that that means that this diagonal right here, this piece is equal to this piece. And similar to that, this piece is equal to this piece. Well, notice I use two different colors because this red piece is not equal to this blue piece, and this red piece is not equal to this blue piece. So the diagonals are not congruent. That's only true for rectangles and isosceles trapezoids, but they are bisected by each other. So what does bisect mean? Well, it does mean that we get one of our two types of problems. Remember, there's two types of algebra problems. Those problems where we combine like terms, or those problems where things are congruent. And a lot of times when we combine like terms, they end up being equal to 180. So this is a problem where things end up being equal. So let's start with our first two equations, 4x minus 2 and x plus 28. 4x minus 2 is equal to x plus 28. If we solve that, subtract x from both sides, and we get minus x minus x. We end up getting a 3x minus 2 equals 28. Now let's go ahead and add 2 to both sides. So if I add 2 here and I add 2 here, I end up with 30 on this side and 3x on this side. And if you divide both sides by divide both sides by 3, you get x equals 10. All right, now let's go ahead and set these two diagonals equal to each other. 4y minus 7 is equal to y plus 14. And if I solve that, I'll get that I can subtract y from both sides. That gives me 3y minus 7 is equal to 14. And what can we do now? Well, we can add a 7 to both sides. So let's go ahead and do that. Plus 7 plus 7. And that gives me 3y equals 21. And so if I solve that, I get y equals 7. So y is equal to 7. And you can check that. So we should probably do a check while we're here. We'll do it right up here. Check yourself, especially if you're on a test. Plug 10 into both of these. 4 times 10 minus 2 is 40 minus 2, which is 38. And the other side is x plus 28, which is 38. 10 plus 28 is 38, so that checks out. And then let's check our y's. 4 times y, 4 times 7 minus 7 is 28 minus 7, that's 21. And the other side, 7 plus 14 ends up being 21, so that checks out, and we know we have the right answer.